today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, this is the National Football League. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Here we go. 45, white.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And we got an injury here. And I believe, yes, that's the wideout, Adam Thielen. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, Young. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Black, 95.
It's Young on first down. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Young to throw it. That one complete to Ligon. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a bill shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3rd and short yardage. Young able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. We're scoreless after 1. From the red zone now, Young. Got a man, that's Leggett. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
4 yards remain on 2nd down, ball on the 10. Young will set to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now here's Young. And he'll just get rid of it.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chopping at the bit just to get the football. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Allen to throw it. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Allen. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the Alabama man and former #1 selection, Bryce Young. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Allen now on first down. This taken in by Kincaid. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll try the middle with Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They run again on first down. Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Allen on third. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. to get it to the 21 here on third down. Here's Young. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This to perhaps salt this one away. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now. Down 10-0. Just over a minute 40 to play. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Throwing, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
Now Allen. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here's Allen. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Down, black, 95.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Down to a knee goes Young, and that should be the final act in this one.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.